talk about the Zeovit tank. Now, if you watched the previous video I put out, it was adding the coral vitalizer. Okay, so we have been doing that for a few days now, probably about a week, something like that. I'll have to look back and see when the actual video was made. But I'm starting to see hair algae now. We got some on the bottom of the glass here. We have it coming on the rocks on these rocks, not on this one, on these. And then I have the frag plugs in general have hair algae all through them. Pretty much all of them have it on there. Now this came up about 3 or 4 days ago, so that tells me that there's phosphates in the water, and that's a problem, obviously, especially since we're trying to have an ultra low nutrient system. Now, I usually don't make any changes, but with Zeovit, you base your decisions on how your tank is reacting. So right now, my tank is telling me I have too many phosphates and nitrates in the water, so now we have to make a change. We're going to go ahead and remove the Zeofood, since that's the only thing that I dose that would contribute to nitrates and phosphates. So we're going to get rid of that for now. We're going to continue with the Zeostart, which is 1.1 milliliter a day, the Coral Vitalizer, which is 1 drop per day, and then the Zeovac. Right now, since we just changed the media earlier in the week, we're at the starter dose for the new media, so it's 1 drop every other day, and then we'll go back to 2 to 3 times a week in about a week and a half when that transition phase is over with. Other than that, I'm going to scrape off some of the algae. I'm going to throw in about 10 or 15 hermit crabs, blue-legged hermit crabs, a couple snails. I'm going to throw a big turbo in there. And I know turbos don't eat hair algae, but there is some brown diatoms on the power heads, so I want to have them get that, and on the back wall. So it could just be a break-in phase with the tank. The rock is dry rock; it's new. There has never been in another tank, so it doesn't have built-up nutrients from a previous tank. And it's 1 fish in here, and I feed every other day, and I feed freeze-dried phytoplankton, which I do just enough that he can eat. And I take the filter stock off while I do it, because the overflow seems to catch everything pretty quick. These don't sink, so then it just cycles through the tank, and then eventually he eats everything. So nothing sits in the filter stock for any period of time to go bad. But so that's the changes I'm going to do from this point forward. We'll look at the tank here throughout the next couple weeks. If everything goes back to normal, maybe I'll introduce the Zeofood again, because I don't really want it to go bad. I don't plan on using it for anything else. So we might put that back into the system. If the hair algae, or if I start seeing more diatoms or something coming back, then we know that we gotta nix that shit. So other than that, guys, that's it for the tank. I'm gonna post some pictures of the hair algae so you know what I'm talking about, because I know you definitely can't see it from there. And the zoom on that camera while it's recording is pretty shitty, so we're not gonna bother with that. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching the video. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.